Children, how are you all? So in which lesson we are? We are in air winds and cyclone. So already I explained you. Now here we'll know the about the cyclones. We are going to know cyclones. Always the wind pressure will be from higher to lower region. Everyone have studied this. And now cyclones are very violent storms on earth. Very violent storms on earth. People call these storms by the names, that is, in some countries they call like typhoons. It's called typhoons or hurricanes. Hurricanes, then these are the names given depending on when they occur, the names are given, isn't it? Now here we know the activity here. Take a glass of water. Take a glass of water. Here you are taking the water. Keep the straw in a horizontal position. Keep the straw in horizontal position in the water. Now one straw, you have to keep it in the, you keep the straw in the vertical position, keep the straw in the vertical position and another straw you keep it in the horizontal position. Now from this horizontal position, what you have to do is here, you have to blow air from this end. One straw you are keeping in the vertical position and the another straw you are keeping it in the horizontal position. Hold it. You have to hold this glass in your hand and blow the air through the straw. What happens here when you blow the air from this? When you blow over the straw, the water comes out due to low pressure which forms inside the straw. Due to low pressure which forms inside the straw, the water will comes out in the form of a spray fountain, in the form of a fountain. But you have to blow the air forcibly. You have to blow the air forcibly. So low pressure is formed inside the straw and the water will be gushes out with fountain, like a fountain it gushes out. So water from the glass reaches up in the straw due to high pressure. Due to high pressure on this water, the water will be gushes out from the straw, isn't it? So here the cyclones also works on this principle only. What you are doing here, you are taking a glass of water, you are taking two straws. One straw you are keeping it in the vertical position and the other straw you are keeping it in the horizontal position. Hold the glass in your hand. Now what you have to do is blow the air. Blow the air through this straw. Forcibly blow the air. So the low pressure is created in the straw. And the water comes out from this in the form of a spray, or you can call it like a fountain. It comes out. So the water from the glass reaches up in the straw due to high pressure. Okay. Now here, how cyclones may form? How cyclones are formed? Cyclones are like giant engines. They are like giant engines. They are like giant engines that use warm, moist air as a fuel. They use moist, warm air. They use moist, warm air, isn't it? So they use what happens? They use moist, warm air as a fuel. As a fuel. So what happens? The warm air, warm moist air, what happens? Rises upward from the sea. Isn't it? Rises upward from the surface of the water. And it carries along with it water also. And it carries along with it water vapor also. Isn't it? And what happens? This warm air low air pressure below. Isn't it? So, you know that warm air is lighter than cold air. So, when it rises up, it carries along with it water also and creating a low pressure area. So, air from the surroundings of high pressure pushes into the low pressure. So, this what happens, the warm air takes its place and cool air will moves to land. Isn't it? And created a low pressure. Isn't it? So, as the warm air continues to rise, the surrounding air swirls like this. Swirls. Isn't it? It swirls. In this way, it swirls. Okay? It swirls. So, as the warm moisture rises and cools off, the water in the air, what happens? Condense and forms the clouds. The clouds come further condense and leads to rains. So, cyclones, what are the factors contributing the cyclones? What are the factors which contribute the cyclones? Wind speed. Factors which contribute the cyclones are wind speed, wind direction, isn't it? Wind direction, temperature, humidity. Temperature and humidity. What is humidity? Water vapor present in the air is called humidity. The presence of water vapor in air is called humidity. When the warm air moves up, rises up, it carries along with it water also. This water will be cools down and forms clouds. The clouds condense and gives us rains. Isn't it? So these are the factors which contribute the cyclones. These are the factors which contribute to cyclones, isn't it? So here in India, cyclones usually occurs in the month of May and June. This is the period for cyclones in India. Okay, and October and November also. October and November also we get cyclones, isn't it? So more cyclones tend to occur on the eastern side, that is Bay of Bengal. So here everyone, those who are living in the Meerpet area, they are familiar with the cyclones, floods already, isn't it? They have experienced recently floods occur in our area. Everyone familiar, everyone faced lot of difficulties, damage to their property, isn't it? And moved to safer places, isn't it? So now here we will say destruction by fog. Cyclones, lot of destruction takes place. Cyclones can be very destructive. It is very destructive. Cyclones will be very destructive. The main effect of cyclones, first what happens? Heavy wind blows. Strong wind along with heavy rains. Strong winds along with heavy rains. Very heavy rains. So, the destruction of cyclones depends upon its intensity, its size, okay, and its location, mostly coastal areas. Okay, now here cyclones do's and don'ts. What you have to do and what we should not do. Do's and don'ts. What we have to do and what we should not. Okay, here we'll see do's and don'ts. Do's means what you have to follow. Don't means what you should not do during cyclones or after cyclones. Okay, so here first you listen. We should not ignore the warnings issued by the meteorological department. They issued the warnings. They period only, before time only, through radio, through TV, through newspaper also. Those who are not listening, pass on this information to the people also. Okay, and should not and ignore the rumors. You have to ignore the rumors. What, Amma, within a short period of time you will get floods. This they will say something, but we should not accept it overly. So when cyclone alert is on, they will say meteorological department, they inform us in particular area, those who are living. So you should do normal work, isn't it? But stay alert, isn't it? But stay alert to the radio warnings. You have to listen to the TV, news, channels, radio, isn't it? Newspaper, you have to be alert. Okay? And next, we should make necessary arrangements. What arrangements you will do? You have to shift your essential goods. What are the essential goods? Medicines will be there, food will be there, isn't it? You have to keep ready. Clothings will be there, isn't it? We have to keep ready all these. Domestic animals are there, vehicles are there. We have to shift these to the safer places. Okay. Switch off all the electrical mains in your house. Switch off main current. From where the supply is there, power supply is there, you have to switch off the main current, electrical current. Okay? Keep ready the phone numbers. Very important. Very important. Keep ready the phone numbers of emergency services like police is there, or fire brigade, or medical centers. Medical means hospitals. Medical centers means hospitals. Primary health centers are there. Hospitals are there. Keep ready their phone numbers. In emergency you can call them for your help, isn't it? And pack essentials for yourself and your family. It should be last for a few days, isn't it? Till the situation will get to normal, isn't it? So we have to pack first. Very important is special food for the kids. Infants will be there. Kids will be there. You have to pack the special food for them. Elders will be there, isn't it? They need this. Okay. This may include even babies and elders also. Now, post-cyclone measures. What you have to do? Post-cyclone measures means after cyclone. Post-cyclone measures means after cyclones. What you have to do? Strictly avoid and loose and dangling wire. Should not touch the loose wires, isn't it? The wires which are lying on the floor, we should not touch. Do not drink the water. Do not drink the contaminated water, impure water. Do not take the contaminated water. Always store the drinking water for emergencies. Okay? Should not take the contaminated means impure water, dirty water in which the germs will be there, isn't it? So, you should not take that water. And do not go out just for fun sake, only for time pass. Should not go out because what happens? The water, along with the water, all the animals will be there, poisonous animals, snakes and all will be there. We have to be more careful. Or dangling wires will be there, loose wires, fallen wires will be there. If you touch high voltage electricity wires will be there, which will be life threatening for you. So you have to be more careful. So you should not go out just for fun sake. Okay? Cooperate and help your neighbors and friends. When they are in need, you have to help them. If they are your neighbors, elders are there, very aged people are there, you have to help them. Suppose if you are having enough food, suppose if you are having medicines, if they are in need of medicines, give them, isn't it? So, you have to help. Our prime duty is to help our neighbors also, isn't it? Advanced technology has developed. And these days we are better protected. We get the period information through the weather satellites. We get period information before 48 hours only. You get the information through weather satellite, meteorological, IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, collect the data from the satellite. from the satellite, through the satellite, isn't it? They collect the data from the satellite, isn't it? And they are called, so information about cyclones will be given by the IMD, that is Indian Meteorological Department. Every state also have the meteorological department, isn't it? So we have learned that all storms are low pressure system. All storms are low pressure system, and what is important here, wind plays very important role in the formation of storms. Wind plays very important role in the formation of storms. So it is therefore important to measure the wind speed. How do we measure the wind speed? A instrument is there through which you can measure the wind speed. So 80 km per hour. Have you heard this? 120 kilometers per hour, kilometers per hour. So we can measure the speed of the wind by an instrument, that is what you call it, anemometer. Anemometer, isn't it? To find the wind speed, we use anemometer, isn't it? What is the speed of the wind? So before cyclones occurs, the wind will have very high pressure, what you say is very high speed, isn't it? The storms will be with high intensity, isn't it? So very high with speed of the wind will be very high. So this wind of the speed will be speed wind will be, what do you call it? Wind speed will be measured by using the anemometer. How to prepare the anemometer? You know, take the cardboards, already explained you. Take and keep the cardboards in this way, and here in the center make the hole. Keep one shaft. Keep one shaft. The shaft should be kept in the sand or soil. Isn't it? Fix it. Now here you have to take the use and throw cup. Open end should be outside. Like this faced the cups. Your anemometer is ready, which shows you the wind speed. Isn't it? It shows you the wind speed. With this lesson, with this topic, lesson is completed. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.